Hey, you guys. It's your favorite little keto goofball Diamond, and today marks 5 years, 267 days of my trial and error ketogenic journey, having lost 155 pounds, wiggled back and forth with 20 to 25 pounds, but gotten rid of 29 medically diagnosed diseases and hoping to keep it that way. We're going to talk about everything that's happened over the last couple of days, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and ring that bell if you're here for it, because it is time to rant, rave, and misbehave Keto Diamond style. So you might have noticed I'm trying to keep my voice down. Hubby has to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. The only reason I didn't record last night is he had already fallen asleep and I was trying not to disturb him. But I don't really want to go so many days in a row without recording. And I also don't want to wake him up. I shouldn't have waited till so late, but I've spent all day, I've spent weeks now working on this little business venture of ours. Not sure how it's going to go yet, but still working hard on it. Today, mostly, I spent all day posting on eBay. If you want to see the kind of things I'm posting so far, there's a lot of stuff that's not on there, obviously, because it actually is quite time consuming trying to figure out what everything is, what it's called, where it's from, who made it, and some things aren't marked and you have no idea whatsoever. So it's quite time consuming. You got to take good pictures of it, which I'm really kind of not good at. So it's difficult, but I'll put it in the description or the top comment or something like that so that you guys can check it out. I got most of my New Kids on the Block stuff on there from when I was a kid. I mean, seriously, these things have lived in a binder for like 33 years. Yeah. It's an interesting learning process. And there's a lot of stuff I would like to post, but I have no idea what the shipping costs would be, so I can't post everything.
I'm watching anime right now.
That's great. Animated cartoons. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of stuff I'd love to post, but I have no clue how much shipping would be without taking it somewhere and having it weighed. I'm told a regular kitchen scale will weigh it relatively accurate. I don't know. It's like even the coffee cups are going to be like $12 to ship. I shipped a magazine the other day. It's the only thing I've sold. And I thought surely $3 shipping would be more than enough. No, it was $6 to ship a magazine in a regular magazine sized envelope that I got from Dollar General. So of course the envelope cost me money too. So I was like, really? The shipping is where they get you at. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I'd love to offer free shipping, but the only way to do that is to jack the price up. It's kind of, like I said, it's a learning curve. It's a learn as you go, grow as you can. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. But I'm trying. Also, it would help if I'd stop chipping the merchandise. I posted a rooster on there. I have two. But when I was trying to take a picture, I dropped it. I didn't break it, but it chipped the tail. So I'm like, well, I guess I can't post that one. Or, I mean, you can post it, but point out the chip. But who the hell's going to want it if it's chipped? I mean, and there was a glass butter dish. The chip is on the inside rim. And they're so small you can't see them, but I felt them with my finger, so I took a picture so that people could see it. Because if I get a piece of glass, I'm going to inspect it, I'm going to check it. And I've never noticed it until I put my finger in it to see, So, yeah. Fun. But that's how I spent pretty much all day. And in the weeks before that, it's buying, organizing, trying to figure out what things are worth, what you might get out of them, because you're not going to get what they're worth. Shipping. Shipping makes me want to cry. It's almost as bad as applying for jobs, which I'm really, really hating right now. It's like such a repetitive process of, okay, I just typed in my name, address, and everything under the sun, and you have my resume with all that stuff on it. Now let me go do that again. over and over and over and over again. In our little area, while we didn't struggle much during the whole demic thing, we are now. There's a lot of layoffs going on, and it's a little bit worrisome. Hubby's still worried about his job. Usually by now, early in the year, it's not uncommon for the numbers to drop off. You know, when it's cold outside, people aren't building houses. But they usually pick up by mid-March, and we're mid-April, and they're still bottomed out. So, and there are people quitting left and right. It's getting a little bit worrisome, but that's all right. If push comes to shove, I'll go apply at Sheets and McDonald's and all those things I vowed I would never do again once I turned 18. Necessary evils sometimes. And I hear they're paying pretty decent right now. Hey, if they give you a free meal a day, that's something, right? At this point. Do they even still do that? They did when I was a kid, but I worked at McDonald's and Burger King when I was really, really young. They gave us one free meal a day at the time. Of course, they paid you $6 an hour. I think it was $6.25. I'm old. Although minimum wage is only $7.25, so I guess there's not much has changed. The federal minimum wage, anyway. So yeah, that's how I've spent my day. I did actually, for the first time in all these weeks, take a couple breaks today. This morning, I got up and I laid in the bathtub for about an hour. I needed it. I have been pretty much just hopping in there for a quick shower and getting out and starting over. And I haven't spent a whole lot of time with the grandbabies except for when they come in the house a little bit. Today I picked up Zach. I went to Walmart with Destiny and Athena and Zach to get my son's birthday gifts. His birthday is tomorrow. Well, 15 minutes from now, actually. And they were over here until about maybe an hour ago or so. Excuse me. That old boo bitch. Yeah, I started to reach down my shirt on camera. But yeah, my son, my baby, he's my oldest, but he turns 25 in 15 minutes. I gave him his clock. He was very happy with him. Also got him a shirt at Walmart today while I was with Destiny that said, yeah, no. And that 100% is that child's personality. No. You can ask them a question with a yes or no answer, and it's yes and yes. It's like, what? But yeah, that's perfectly his personality. Yeah, no. So, and the clock, I was kind of thinking, because Destiny told me he would love it. And I'm like, he's never really expressed too much interest in that kind of thing, but he does like old houses like I do, historical, vintage, mid-century stuff like I do. So I was like, you know what? He probably will like that. And it wasn't old. It was cheap plastic, to be honest with you. And it was made to look very vintage and very old. But probably the latest it was, or the earliest it was, is the 80s. Maybe. Actually, I should have looked it up. I don't have it anymore. I gave it to him. And I told him, I said, look, I actually bought that for me years ago, but Disney said you would like it. So if you don't like it, return to sender. Okay? He said, I like it. I was like, okay, well then you get to keep it. He was talking about where to hang it on his wall and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool. Like I said, this whole thing's been a learning process. My husband picked up the most beautiful cigar box. Let me show you this. So hubby thought this was a cigar box. And it's absolutely, hold on. Sorry. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, right? If I was rich, I'd totally have this in my house as a keepsake box. Try not to damage this thing. So, absolutely gorgeous. It's not a cigar box, though. It's a casket. Not to sound morbid, but that's what it is. It's meant to hold an urn and keepsakes. I only know this because a fella on eBay has one brand new in a box. Exactly like this. All the way. Now, it's still technically worth about $300 if you can get that. Now, understand you might not get that. Um, but that thing is gorgeous. I mean, it's got my fingerprints all over it, but it's gorgeous. Learning process. Casket. Another thing I'm learning, keep batteries in your pocket. Just keep it well in your pocketbook. Because if you buy a clock, it don't matter if it's really, really pretty if it doesn't work. We got 2 of them in there that do not work and have to be returned. Luckily, they can be returned. But when they work, oh man, finding that I absolutely love clocks and I didn't know I did. And my grandbaby, my 3-year-old grandbaby Athena was in the house tonight. Mama, what's that? It's a clock. It tells time. What else does it do? It tells time. My iPad does that. Oh my God. They're living in a world where they may never actually see a regular clock, or know what it is. Wow. And then there's things that you think are going to be worth something, but they're really not. Now, this one thing I did not buy to resell. I've had this for years. In fact, it's got kind of a weird memory attached to it. I'm going to show it to you. It's gorgeous. And I bought it just because it was gorgeous years ago. My son got meningitis. He was really, really sick, and I had to come home after the hospital. I had to bring him home and nurse him. And he couldn't yell, he couldn't shout, he couldn't move his head. His head hurt so bad, his neck hurt so bad. Luckily, he had the type that has a high recovery rate instead of the other one. But leave it to Brian. If anybody can get a deadly disease and be okay, it's him. It's weird. That's one tough cookie, man. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed because I know some people are not. But when he had meningitis, he couldn't shout for me. And the best place to rest was my room. So I gave him a bell. It's just this great little crystal unicorn bell. It's all dingy looking, but I thought, let's see what this is worth on eBay. Like $3. I'd rather keep it for $3. It's just, I would have picked this up to resell because I thought it's beautiful and somebody would buy it. Yeah, for $3 or so. I'm good. I'd rather keep it. But again, it does have a memory attached to it, even though it's kind of a weird one. I've also learned that milk glass is not as impressive as people think it is. That you could have all the milk glass in the world. Nobody's going to look at it. Nobody's going to pick it up. Nobody's going to touch it. They do not care. And I've heard that that's a good seller. Nope. And then this green glass, this beautiful lime green glass. Now I got these glasses for 25 cents. So anyway, those green glasses, 25 cents a piece. They're nothing special, but they're supposed to be uranium glass or something. That's what it's showing on Facebook everywhere. It's like I'm seeing these memes of this stuff. So I see some of it and I grab some of it, and it is indeed this. And it's supposed to glow under a black light. Corey brings her black light in. Doesn't glow. My hair does. The clear crystal does. That doesn't glow at all. It was like, maybe you need a better black light or something, but yeah, learning a lot of stuff is not as valuable as you might think. Or want it to be anyway. And I'm also learning it doesn't matter if it's valuable if nobody's buying. So, learning process. Such a weird thing. Actually, I think I told y'all the other day. But when we went to the flea market, I had all the purses laid out beautifully so people could see them easy. People would glance and keep walking. I threw them all in a box because I was getting irritated. And they started digging through the box and buying purses. I was like, humans like to dig, I guess. I don't know. We're digging up bones. Secret mystery, something like that. But they did. And I was like, well, from now on, the purses live in a box. And so are all the billfolds. Purses, wallets, and sunglasses are what I sold the most of. I even got some hats because I thought people would like hats to keep, sun out of their eyes and off their head. Nobody even glanced. I'm going to throw them in a box, see what happens. They were new hats. But I got them like for $1 a piece, but they were all brand new and on like clearance. So I don't know. But either way, bought some more sunglasses, bought some more wallets. They sold good. But See if that happens. Now, I'm off tomorrow, technically, because it's going to rain all day, so there's no point in going out. I need to figure out a whole schedule thing. So maybe if it's raining here in our area, it won't be raining in another area and go there. But Sunday's supposed to be beautiful, so I'm going to go out Sunday. See what happens. Breathe. Coming down to the wire here. We really are. But I know that it'll be all right because, like I said, I'm loved. I'm taken care of. 100%. And I know that. So that's great. I'm just nervous. I'm starting to get nervous and antsy. I'm just going to have to bite the bullet and apply at Sheets and McDonald's and Walmart. No, I'm not doing Walmart. Just not going to do it. I will if I have to, but I don't want to. I'm telling you, I really don't want to. Either way. Did I even talk to y'all about keto yet? Keto channel and all that? I don't think I did. So over the last several days, my weight has fluctuated up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit, which means I've been half-assing it. Keto mostly, but a bite of this or something I shouldn't, or a lot of snacks. That Kashi keto cereal, again, that tastes amazing, but I've had the walk-in farts for 3 days. I know it's that because that was pretty much the primary. I shouldn't have ate so much of it. But yeah. I'm so sorry. Lots of gas. Lots of tooting. Tooting, pooting. All over the place. And it stank. I hate to be graphic, but all of this goes along with diet, especially keto. If you eat something that's not, keto, when they make products for keto, they use so many different variations of ingredients, like chicory root and different stuff that has different things with your gastric, your gut. I don't know, gastric system. I think that's what I was going for, but all of these things, there's no telling how your body's going to react. And like, it could be one of those things that 99% of people don't even notice, but 1% get the walking toots, the stinking walking toots. I damn near died the other night. I damn near choked myself out because Shiva was irritating me, so I kind of covered my head up and I farted. And I nearly stank myself out from under. I was like, it's bad when you can't stand your own. But yeah, it was like this whole thing, man. It's just funny that the different things they will add into a keto product to make it keto friendly and taste all right sometimes. Now, hey, this one little bar thing I got tasted good. And it was like 3 layers. You know how like when they do candy bars with layers, they'll have like a nougat or a frosting inside. Well, this one had some kind of like clear white thing inside. I don't know what that was, but that was like a strip of Laffy Taffy in a chocolate bar. And you couldn't bite through the white thing. You couldn't like break it off. You use your fingers and the rest of the bar crumbles, but that piece is just like indestructible. And I'm like, that's probably not going to digest. Realistically, it's probably still in there. So that's something, you know. I'm so sorry. So let me go ahead and show you the weigh-ins, little uppy downs. Well, one or all of those snacks are not keto friendly. But we already knew that, didn't we? Never know till you try, though. 182.8. Alright, you guys, got a Dave's triple with no bun. Yay, 181.2. That would be down. Yay, what's today? Wednesday? Alright, breakfast meal. This is a Monster Angus burger from Hardee's, low carb, which means lettuce wrapped. And it looks good. Alrighty, Corey cooked. We got beef patties, sugar-free ketchup, mayonnaise, cheese, hubby, Corey, peppers and onions. No, just onions in mine.
Jake and honey bun.
179.2. So while I did okay with my meals, I did a lot of keto snacking, which caused a lot of fluid. Well, not fluid, I'm sorry, air. A little bit of fluid here and there, a fluctuation. But again, when you are holding a ton of fluid, in which everything I'm holding right now is not fluid, but I am holding a lot of fluid. So when you're holding a ton of fluid and you have really, really good keto days, especially 1 or 2 in a row, 2 or 3 in a row, you're going to drop realistically 2, 3, 4 pounds in one day because you're doing right. But if you're half-assing it, your meals are kind of sort of or mostly keto, and then you have like the keto snacks and stuff. Yeah, it's not gonna drop that good. I'm so sorry. I should not have waited too late to film, but like I said, my kids were here, um, getting lovins from, well, getting beat up by Athena. Anthony's been in here today too, but Zach and Athena primarily, and little Brian and Destiny. And again, my baby's 25. I just vividly remember crying my eyes out the day he turned 1 year old. I mean, just like crying. And I remember when I turned 25, crying for 2 weeks because I was old.
Old?
Old.
Oh, old. You're not old.
I know I'm not old, but I thought I was. And I thought it was a long time ago. Almost 20 years.
But your hair still isn't gray, so you're not old.
You know, gray hair doesn't mean anything.
Really?
You know my nephew Mikey? Have you met him?
No.
No. His hair was gray when he was 16 years old.
Oh.
You're 9, okay. So that's 7 years from now. It happens. But yeah, you know, I did find what I thought was one strip of gray. But I don't know. I'm waiting for it. When the gray starts coming in, or the silver, whatever color I get, I'm just gonna dye to match. Be done. There's a lady up at Walmart. Her hair is such a salt and pepper way. It's like she's got like salt and pepper all back here, but her bangs are coming in almost white. I'm like, that is gorgeous. Every time I see her, I have to tell her hair is gorgeous. And it's just the way her hair come in. And I was like, mine won't do that though, because she has like dark hair. My mother has dark hair, but my dad's blonde. I'm yawning like crazy. You guys are watching this early in the morning, probably wanting to strangle me, thinking there's not enough coffee in the world to watch all this yawning. But I'm really sorry. So you guys help me out. When you go flea market or junk shopping or whatever, what are the primary things you look for? Because I would like to kind of cater to people and like get things I know they'll like or want, but I don't really know what that is. I know what I like and want, and I know that if I buy things I like and want, people are more interested in those. Maybe I should just do that. But anyway, tell me some of the things you go looking for. What really interests you as far as flea markets, yard sales, that kind of thing? All right, yes, I'm going to get off here because I'm sleepy. But I stifled it. Remember, I help everybody do keto for free. My contact information is in the description below. I'll answer any and all questions you have. And just because I'm struggling doesn't mean I don't know keto inside and out. Just means that my brain don't want to do it right now. That's pretty much how it is. Because we got to be real and honest, and that's pretty much real and honest. I'm struggling to make it do it. I'm hell bent, but part of me is apparently not hell bent. Part of me is. Still working on a better me every day. All I can do is get on here and be honest with you. So I hope everything's going well for you guys. Let me know in the description, comment section below how you're doing it. Visit that my little eBay page and see what you guys think about what I'm selling. I know not all of it's going to be everybody's cup of tea, because I just kind of started grabbing things off the shelf just to see what would be bit I was casting it just to see, what I could reel in. Maybe. Haven't posted none of that stuff yet, but that horse is so pretty. So pretty. It's not ceramic. It's a cheap plastic, but it's a Disney live horse that's very shiny and beautiful. Clock's a little bit expensive, but I didn't pay that much for it. And I was surprised when it worked after I put the pendulum back on and smacked at the damn battery and cleaned the little port thingies because they had green corrosion, the battery acid stuff on them. Pain in the butt. But it's a beautiful clock. Here's the biggest problem. Some of this stuff, I don't care if it sells. It's beautiful. But I also want to make money. So that's the catch. Anyway, guys, much love, many prayers. Night, y'all. Or good morning, y'all. Oops. Word of the day. If you made it this far, clock. There's a pretty clock back there.